point out something about the scale of the inequality that we're seeing right now. Okay. Do you know how much money was given to banks? I should say the banksters. You know, the bailout is now counting up to $13 trillion. Anybody know what California's budget gap is? What's California's budget gap right now? What is it? It's between 20 and 30 billion. Okay? Does anybody know that that's a tiny fraction of the bailout? It's a tiny fraction. So instead of funding almost, do people realize that they're cutting not just education, but almost every single social service that people depend on? Healthcare for poor families. Okay? So instead of providing health care to children, instead of providing you with an education, the banksters give themselves $1-million bonuses. We live in a world where a tiny group of people can control the vast majority of wealth. Okay, this is the situation that we're up against, and I want to speak now to what George Wright and Masao said. This is a part of a larger movement. We have to build political power. Right now, us gathered here, right here, this is political power. Okay, this is the beginning of it. Okay, now people say vote. People say vote. Now vote for what is my question. If we are not mobilizing, there will be nothing on the ballot worth voting for. Okay, we have to demand. We have to demand that they raise taxes on people who can afford it, that they roll back all the corporate tax cuts. The rich people in this country could solve this budget crisis without even selling one of their jets. Okay? A tiny fraction of their wealth could solve the problem. Right? So this is really about priorities. And so I want to encourage people to mobilize today. We're trying to organize carpools to the BART station. We're going to drive to Daly City BART and get on BART and go to 24th and Mission. And at 24th and Mission, the K through 12 schools are going to be gathering to march down Mission Street to meet up with a big rally at 5 o'clock at Civic Center. Okay? Today, this is today. Okay? This is March 4th, Day of Action, statewide, nationwide. It's international now, people. Okay? Be a part of it. Okay? You will see we are going to march behind this banner, a skyline, okay? So if you can provide a ride to Daly City BART, or if you want a ride to Daly City BART, go sign up over there. And I just want to point out that we are in the same struggle as the K-12 system, okay? We need to see that our fight is the same and not be pitted against each other. Okay? We cannot say, oh, well, you know, they get more per student spending than we do. This is a dead end. Do you know that a quarter of San Francisco Unified School District's budget is going to be cut? This is where children go to learn how to read, where children go to learn social skills. The most basic foundation of our society is being cut. It's being hacked away. And the alternative they propose is, oh, well, you can go to private school, you can go to charter school, right? This is like, let them eat cake, right? So, are we gonna stand for this? Are we gonna fight back? When they say cut back, we say fight back. 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 Thank you. Let's hear from y'all.
Frank, looking for you if you're out there. You guys, I want to introduce somebody very special to Skyline. We are lucky to have her as part of our faculty. She is the coordinator for the honor program. I'd like to introduce Miss Catherine Hare.
Hello. This is a surprise. Michelle hadn't asked me to speak, so I haven't prepared anything and I don't have cards. But I just I am. I'm an English teacher. I just want you guys to know that what you're doing today is one of the most important things you can do with your life. This is not just a one day, one moment kind of a thing. It's something I want you to consider continuing because democracy, as Howard Zinn, the great historian who died recently, says, democracy does not come from the top. You will not be given your education. You have to fight for it. And that's what you're doing today. Every small step you take is part of your struggle to fight for what you deserve, which is your education and your right to have a quality life. And there are people out there who want to take that away from you. This isn't a conspiracy theory. It's the way the state of California is running education. Do you know we're like number 47 of all the states in terms of the amount of money we put into education? And California is so rich. There are so many corporations here. There's oil under the ground that's being extracted. There are so many more millionaires in California than any other state. And yet we're number 47 in terms of education. There you go. So democracy and equality and the right to learn is something that you have to fight for, and you're doing it right now, and it's beautiful, and I want to thank you. And I'll see you later. I'll see you later today marching on Mission Street. I'll see you at Civic Center. I'll see you in Sacramento on March 22nd. I will continue to see you, and I'll be there with you. Thank you.